Today on History X, we're going to talk about the difference between a PBY Catalina and the Grumman Albatross. Thank you for checking out History X. Today I am at the Commemorative Air Force Lake Superior Squadron here in Superior, Wisconsin to answer the question, what is the difference between the PBY Catalina and the Grumman Albatross? But if we're just meeting for the first time, my name is Ken Stano, and I am not only a World War II historian, but also a mechanical engineer and pilot. I love digging into these kinds of details. So when it comes to the difference between the PBY Catalina and the Grumman Albatross, well, first of all, let's talk about when they were manufactured. The PBY Catalina was actually manufactured in the 1930s and early 1940s. The first Grumman Albatross wasn't manufactured until the late 1940s. So you're talking about two different eras for this aircraft. You could load the PBY Catalina with bombs and a torpedo. The Grumman Albatross was never really designed to do that. The Grumman Albatross, basically its role was primarily search and rescue. Crew for a PBY Catalina was anywhere between 9 and 10 guys on the plane. And, you know, you're talking about the pilots, radio operator, navigator, but then there were also 3 or as many as 4 gunners on board. And the Albatross wasn't really equipped for that. The Albatross basically only had between 4 and 6 crewmen. Okay, let's get down to the details. Let's talk about the specifications. The length on the PBY was 63 feet 10 inches. The length on the Grumman Albatross, 62 feet 10 inches. Almost identical in length. The wingspan on the PBY Catalina, 104 feet. The wingspan on a Grumman Albatross, believe it or not, is shorter at 96 feet 8 inches. The height of the PBY, 21 feet. The height of the Grumman Albatross, yeah, probably not a surprise. You can even tell it in pictures. It's taller, 25 feet, almost 26 feet in height. Empty weight for the PBY was 20,900 pounds, just under 21,000 pounds, whereas the empty weight for the Grumman Albatross was 22,800. And the max takeoff weight for the PBY was 35,400 pounds. The max takeoff weight for the Grumman Albatross was 37,500 pounds. Okay, and performance. Maximum speed on the PBY, 196 miles an hour. Max speed for the Grumman Albatross, 236 miles an hour. So this is one of the first major differences we see between the two aircraft. The Grumman Albatross could definitely fly faster max airspeed. But that's not the whole story, because cruising speed for the planes, both planes, are pretty similar. Cruise speed for the PBY, 125 miles an hour, and cruise speed for the Albatross was 124 miles an hour, so almost identical. And the range. This was also a big deal for the PBY. This is what allowed the PBY Black Cats to travel so far for their attack missions. This is what allowed the PBY Scout planes to travel so far to try and find Japanese naval forces. The range for the PBY Catalina was just over 2,500 miles. These things could be in the air for 10, 12 hours at a time. The range for the Grumman Albatross, same neighborhood. It was 2,800 miles. So both planes could fly incredibly long distances. When you look at the details like this, when you look at these specifications, the planes are very, very similar in performance, very similar in size. But when you look at the crew on board, the PBY having 9 and 10 crew members on board, 4 of which were to man the guns. And then you look at the Albatross, which was really only designed to have between 4 and 6 crewmen on board for what is a search and rescue mission. The planes potentially had 2 very different roles. Obviously, the PBY could and did perform search and rescue missions, but that wasn't it. It could do many other things, including attack and bombing runs, anti-submarine warfare, and the Albatross was for search and rescue. Now, if you like learning more about these historic aircraft, I strongly encourage you to check out the link below in the description of this video. There you'll be able to find ways to support the Commemorative Air Force Lake Superior Squadron. And of course, like this video if you did, subscribe if you haven't. My name is Ken Stano. Thank you for checking out History X.